Okay, guys. Just decided going forwards that I'll just pop up something very quick on YouTube for each meeting. Just generally be one or two selections only. Staying clear of the social media side at the moment. Just excuse me, after a little bit of a break, but so might just continue on in that vein. Today we've actually got harness on in Hobart and gallops in Launceston, so might actually pop one out for both. With the harness, settled on one. I'm actually quite keen. Actually, it's in the form of race 2, number 2, Lord Stark. I was looking at Bet365. Not that that's a obviously indicative gauge, but like it's been $14 into 9. Like I'd be happy with $4. So yeah, a little bit frustrating seeing those odds, but I suppose the other thing to take into account too, I think the last 6 best bets have won, so might be due for a change of luck, but I'm pretty keen, as I mentioned. If we have a look at its form, you can see its form tapered away badly this campaign. In its last 3 starts, it's joined the Rowan Hillier stable. We might just have a quick look at those. Oops, on the wrong race. Right, so here we are. So first up for Hillier stable, and it's thing to take note.
Feed tonight, $16.
Here is the barriers it actually draws. So it draws inside the second row here. You can see the pole horse dead set walks out. You know, so he settles second last. You know, and here he is here. You can see like Inner Lights sense one again in good company. You know, Yochi Savage is the line here. And I think it was virtually a trial first up for the new stable anyway. You know, imagine if the pole horse kept up, he would have been Camp 3 fence, and yeah, like he hits the line very well. Yeah, like, and I will say one thing, the horse is a renowned puff, for lack of a better word, but he does have very good speed, and
going around the top end here.
The change of scenery might have reinvigorated him. So he draws the second row here again in the Hillier colours with the purple with the yellow sash. I might just watch the last 400 or so. So you can see he's out wide here, virtually back to last. You can see like this race is fence dominated. All these running line horses sort of like he's 35 metres off the leader here. And all these horses are going nowhere. All the place getters are up the fence here. And just look how far he finishes in front of these other ones out wide. So here he is here. You know, he continues to find the line, plenty of merit in that run. Fair argument he should have gone close to winning both of those. And then last time, this actually turned into
top
a pretty
end, just
fair form race. So we've got Inner Light here, who's since come out and won. Haley's Comet in the retro colours since come out and won. You see he's drawn one again. Here, Lord Stark and pole horses walked out in front of him again. Gets beaten a fair way this day, but if we just go to the last lap. So you see here he is here, like full of running. Nowhere to go. Let's see, like Haley's Comet's come out in 1 cent, Inner Light's come out in 1 cent. You know, you see he's fair bolting here and goes back to the inside. And you don't actually, he goes out of shot because he's held up behind horses going nowhere in front of him. can see like still got hold of his head, absolutely bolting, goes out of shot. And you can see these two horses here both since won again. Haley's Comet's actually in the race against, you can see him go through the line there. Yep, so plenty of merit there. The other thing, as I mentioned, he drew the second row with all of those. If we have a look at his last win back in July last year.
On the program,
Draws gate 3's in the yellow colours. Here he is here. So he does have very good gate speed as well. So, and with this race over 1140 metres, obviously, you know, if we think there, you've got a horse like Haley's Comet's going to be right in the market, and Castor Troy, they're both better perform, but they've drawn the second row in 1140 metre race. Rose Corsage does have a fair bit of gate speed in her own right, so not entirely convinced he'll cross, but he's still going to be racing on speed in a one-lap dash. He's going very well, very happy to be on. As I said, if we get even half that price, be still happy to be on. Yeah, no, but pretty keen on race 2, number 2, Lord Stark this afternoon. And just with the gallop's going to go a pretty obvious one. It's in the last in the form of Fragment. I best betted him the other day. I think he's about 220 in early markets. I'd imagine from the outside gate he'll start about that. Must admit, with the hot weather today, I'm a tad concerned that the track might bake a little bit and favour on speed runners. But it looks a ton of speed here with the Captain and Happy Halloween. So even though he's drawn out wide, I'm not entirely perturbed too much by that, as he should be able to work forward and slot in about 4th or 5th as the gaps should open up in the field. So, and a couple of replays we might have a look at. Obviously his last run in Hobart, I best bet him this day, and
New at the board.
it's not the most pleasant of viewing. Draws the inside in the orange colours with the white cap. You can see it's still box seat. I was laughing at this stage. Just thought it was a matter of how far. And if we just watch the remainder of the races, it's not the most pleasant viewing for those of us on. He should have won by 3 lengths, and he's not a push-button horse. He's one who needs a bit of riding to get going as well. So this even accentuates this beaten performance a bit more. So he's finally out now with no momentum. And still savage as the line. No doubt should have bolted in. It is worth noting that Happy Halloween looks one of his main dangers here, and did beat him a couple of starts ago. Does get in a bit better at the weights
1-6 to be alive in the quaddie.
this time, so, and the barriers are pretty similar. So here's Happy Halloween going forward, and here's Fragment again, same colours obviously. And this track was a dead set 1 lead as Paradise this night. You can see what I'm talking about, like he's under riding and going nowhere and just keeps coming and coming. And his sectionals this night were the best on the card as well. Last 600, last 400. Just see he's very strong. You can see Happy Halloween meets me a bit worse at the weights, and also not going to get an uncontested lead this time either with the Captain in the race. You can see like he's very strong late there. So you see we're not getting too much value with the odds, but Fragment in the last, I actually think he's a pretty fair horse. He's going to sort of might surprise a few over the carnival. So it's in the last, so fair gap between the two of them. I think the harness one's on it. It's a 119 the Savo, and the gallop is about 10 o'clock tonight. So if you can be a little bit disciplined and sort of just have the bet at sort of 20 past 1 and then wait till 10 o'clock, I'm pretty sure you'll finish on the right side of the ledger. So yeah, so just recapping race 2, number 2 at the harness, and in the gallops it's race 8, number 4, Fragment. So we'll leave it there. As I mentioned, I'll just continue doing it this way. I won't be sharing them on social media in any way. So But anybody who's subscribed, obviously, I think you should get an email and you'll get access to it. So we'll wrap it up there, guys. And until Sunday, we'll leave you with it. Thanks again.